Paramount. You them stacking out in the pistol, sipping on a dragon start with a fag in mouth.
And London grime artist Sketchman joins us in the studio to chat about his new album. Now here on London Live, we'd like to introduce you to music you might not have heard of before. Tonight it's the turn of South London-based grime artist Sketchman, aka Charles Hazell. Here's a taster of his music.
I'm the superlative, I'm murking a mic, but they're still asking whose turn it is. Turn it in and meet your fate and appreciate that there ain't an alternative. When I start to rhyme, they can't deny the path of the mastermind. The thoughts inside the heart like coke in a glass of wine, where all of the answers lie. That's why this is the Paramount. You them smacking out in a pistol, sipping on a dragon stout with a fag in mouth. It's nothing new to man, so like a boomerang, I'll come back around. Paramount, you them smacking out in a pistol.
Well, Sketchman joins us on the sofa. Good evening. Now, tell us a little bit about how you got into music in the first place.
I guess growing up at home, sharing a room with my brother, he was very interested in broadcasts, radio broadcasts, so from a young age I would see lots of tech equipment to do with that. That's probably what put me on my way to getting an infatuation with it myself and the tech side, the science side of music. From then, I guess at school, I had a music teacher who was happy to let me use the facilities after school and get to grips with different music software. Around about the same time, I think I was listening to a lot of hip-hop, and also at school I had a music teacher who kind of opened the door to the English language for me, and so I kind of at the time joined the two together and yeah, started my own kind of music to do with hip-hop and spoken word and that kind of...
Is that what sort of led you towards hip-hop and grime? Is the combination of music and the spoken word, the language?
I would say at the time, I mean, since growing up in London, you know, lots of song-worthy scenarios, there's no shortage of things to write about and no shortage of inspiration, so...
And what's the scene like at the moment in London for that sort of genre of music?
Grime music is really thriving at the moment. It seems to be like a lot of... it's a big driving force at the moment. There's a lot of grime in the media. You can see a lot and hear a lot more of it at the moment. So
does that make it easier for you? Is it like an artist trying to kind of make it... Does that make it easier when there's lots of grime on the scene and it's popular, or does it make it a little bit harder, do you think?
I think it does go some way to helping. I mean, what I'm doing currently is slightly different to just the grime that seems to be taking off yet again. So I'm fusing live instruments with it. So I guess, yeah, it does help in a way that is current. But also, yeah, some other helping hands from the live music instruments that I'm playing as well.
And is that very much the sound of your new album then?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just electronic music fused with live instruments.
And in terms of the time it takes then, does that make it slightly more labour intensive that you've got live music rather than something you can go to a production board for?
Well, it's funny actually, right now I'm in a good place because I can record everything I want to at home and I can then take the parts elsewhere and have it cleaned up and mastered. So I guess in theory it would be a more laborious task, as you said, but right now it's working pretty well for me. So.
And tell us about the album. What are the themes in it, and when's it come out?
So, a lot of it is to do with independent music and being an artist in the industry that's independent, and the highs and lows of that kind of journey. Paramount itself, as you heard there, is kind of about the empowerment to be sought and the escape to be had through really intensive creative lyric writing, and that's kind of the running theme throughout the album.
And just lastly, in terms of people coming to see you, are you still gigging through the capital? Got anything coming up soon?
So to coincide with Paramount, we had this 2-month Paramount tour. Unfortunately, I played the last of the London gigs on Sunday, but it's been really great playing in many different London venues, north, east, west and south. But there are a couple more dates, but they'll be a bit further afield, 2 in Brighton. I know at the end of September I have a gig at the Thamesis dock, which is like a boat on the Thames at Vauxhall there.
Oh wow!
So I'll be playing there, but that's all that really comes to mind at the moment.
Great. Well, Charles, aka Sketchman, thank you so much for coming and joining us
Thanks
this
for
evening.
having me on. It was great. Thank you.
Now, American comedian Liza.